Hello everyone and welcome to Asagao Academy. It's another visual novel I found from itch.io. It's been on the top of the itch.io page for a long time. There's this amazing introduction it had. I should have recorded it, to be honest, but anyway, chapter 1. Okay, and the train made its way along a gentle curve of the coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home. Alright, across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. Of all things, a newspaper, okay? He was deeply entrenched in whatever article he was reading and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. It had been almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't once looked at me. It's a long time. Devoid of conversation, I took instead of counting the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21... 22, and so forth, over and over. I don't know, but you kind of skipped a couple numbers, by the way. Now and again, I turned to look out the window where the trees were blurring by. Sometimes a smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the Sea of Japan. Yeah, the Sea of Japan, if you know what I mean. Eventually, this rapidly made my stomach churn. Went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushions. 1, 2, 3... The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy in his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing, and my cat just jumped off and he's right next to me. Instead, it was a green varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch poorly sewn on the front. Hi, kitty. So you're a first year then? He folded his newspaper neatly, set it in the lap, and looked at me half-interested gaze. God, I'm fighting the cat I have right now from getting on my laptop. Right when I record, too. Did he just catch me staring? Now that the paper was gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight and blindly bright. Oh God, his teeth are blind. Kitty, don't look. Cat, you can't look and I can't either. It's so blind. Oh no. There was something about him. The way the light hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling. Some description this guy has. Me? He glanced around, apparently laughing. The compartment emptied beside us, and laughed. Oh, no, I'm not a first year, I'm a third year. The train began to slow, metal wheels, groaning against metal tracks. The sudden shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Hi, kitty. God. Willing myself to keep it together. God, kitty. Of all places do you choose to clean yourself? You choose it right here, of all places. What kind of impression would I leave, picking on a student before I ever arrived at the academy? I'm just going to be silent for a little bit. There you go. And the boy frowned. I picked up the hem of my cotton skirt. Okay. That's not possible. I've never seen you before. It took me a moment of fishing. Oh, I nearly say fisting there. To find a response. It's because I'm a transfer student. Okay, kitty. He laughed again. So I might have skipped a line because I had to move my cat. A transfer student? Huh, we don't get any of those. I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavyweight, off-white, had accumulated creases from my reading and rereading, as if the words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it, studied it, then handed it back to me.
I'll see you around.
Well then, Hannah, I suppose I'll be seeing you around. Alright. He smiled at me and he picked up the suitcase lying next to him. By the time I hiccuped the response, he was already gone from the compartment. Fast guy. I stared out into the empty hallway of the train. It was then I realized, having gotten it from my acceptance letter, he knew my name and I never got his. Dang it. I can't read. The train settled at the station. I filed out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was early April and the last frost of winter had come and gone. The trees were already green, their leaves shivering in the occasional gust weaving through them. There was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. I walked along the road with a swarm of blue-jacketed bodies looking at the little groups breaking off from the crowd. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around me. Held my suitcase, tightened my sweaty hands. It was leather-bound and worth more than anything it contained. Pretty expensive suitcase, huh? It wasn't far from the school. It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful that I was owned didn't amount to much. Wow, I misread that too so much. Wow. My school issued black Oxfords on the pavements. I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy this first time. My new start. I always imagined that everything would change for me on this walk. Restarting life, I see, But somehow everything would be magically different. But as I looked around, I realized nothing had changed. I hadn't changed. By the time I reached the massive gate to the academy, I forgot all about the disappointing slouching in the back of my throat. The school, framed by the gates twisting the black metal, it was just as beautiful as the glossy photos I saw in the pamphlets. Not a bad look at school, I'll give them that. Better than the ones I've ever went to. This was it, Asagao Academy. I glanced around, a swarm of students gathered around the gate. Beyond it, tiny blue people bouncing around the academy's main building. A girl pressed a button on one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. Alright. A few moments later, the black gate, with great effort, creaked outwards and cleared the pathway. As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along, a sheep in the herd. My stomach tied itself into knots. The crowd split off in different directions. For a moment, I panicked. Oh, that's the old man from the introduction. Oh, yes. A tired-looking man with the graying hair called out for first years. A cluster of fresh-faced students gathering around him. Hey, look at that girl. I turned a few feet away. A small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering. Pink hair? Are you kidding me? How desperate can you get? Hot shame crawled down my neck. I attached myself to a group of girls, following a few steps behind them. Guys, those kind of jerks. In the distance, cicadas, hummed in time to my shoes crunching against gravel. My hair. It was my fault that my hair looked like this. Luckily, I found myself in the girls' dormitory, a large sign on the lawn reading Primrose House. The building dwarfed me in size and sheer intimidation. How many students did Asagao have? Hello, how you doing? As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. I looked away, then looked back. Okay. She was staring at me. How you doing? Constantly staring at me, girl. She walked over. Alright.
Oh, you must be my roommate!
She said that out loud if you didn't hear that. You must be my roommate! I did that voice terribly. I eyed her warily. She was smiling, bouncing in a way that suggested her views on life were akin to the perpetual bouncy castle.
What?
Me?
Bingo.
Of course you, silly. Let me guess, room 325? I thought back to the paper I received a month prior with the list of all supplies as needed for the year and my dorm arrangements. Yeah, that's right. She laughed, but I couldn't figure out what was so funny. Was she laughing at me? When I found out my roommate was a transfer student, I knew you were going to be a total main character. Main character? Okay. I'm sorry, a what? When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. I need a voice for her. I need to do a voice for her. God. I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about? She had to be making fun of me. I hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on campus and I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble. Is there something wrong with my hair? Her face slackened from an amused smile to a more worried expression. Some concern, I see. Oh wait, never mind. Then she began to laugh again.
No. It's great. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you heard that. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna go with it.
We're getting off the
Okay.
foot, aren't we? Oh gosh.
Alright, I turned up the volume a little bit. Hope you can hear it. Getting off the wrong foot, aren't we? Okay.
I'm my Sasuke. You must be Hana.
Alright, she just introduced herself to me, or us. I bowed my head.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you, Mai. Mai. Okay, Mai. All your school books are waiting in our room with your welcome letter. I read the envelope. I hope you're not mad. You read our envelope. Mai started walking towards the dorm's front doors. I followed behind her like a lost puppy. Did you check into the front desk already? No, I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to. Good, they'll offer a staff member give you a tour on campus. I can show you around. We don't get many transfer students in a year 3, you know. Oh, is that the only bag? Just the one? I'm glad I brought an extra bag and stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. But I did wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know. Really nice of you, you know. Really nice of you. She spoke quickly, the words bubbling from her mouth, and left no time to answer at the end of her monologue. I don't know why that's funny. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. She held the front door open to me, and I hurried inside. Now that's nice of you. That is nice of you. Girls filed up and down the hallway, howling greetings and exchanging vague niceties that were, more often than not, "How was your break?" and "Look at how tan you got." It seemed like everyone knew each other. I followed Mai as she led me through a maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Each dorm floor looked like as same as the last. Narrow white doors lining both sides of the pale pink walls. Then gold numbers were tacked to the front of each, numbers rising as we climbed. Which makes sense, to be honest. You're not missing anything on a campus tour, I promise. Mr. Satomo does them every year, and he's like totally dull. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks in this weird squeaky voice of his. Hey, squeaky voice people are awesome, alright? They're awesome, alright? Okay, I'll tell you everything you need to know. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerves. Thanks. We headed down a hallway on the 3rd floor. My stopped us in front of a door numbered 325. Here we are. Alright, a faint smell of potpourri. Okay. Wafted through the room, the walls like the hallway were a soft powdery pink. Alright. Wait, didn't she say she was going to string the lights? We were going to string the lights together, and these lights are not stringed. Are stringed up already. Wow. Me. Mai already defaced them with a tapestry of posters, magazine cutouts, and photographs. Some of the photos were of cats, but most of them were male models and rugged musicians. Sort of expected, but okay. A bunk bed, 2 writing desks with wooden chairs, a small dresser, and a mirrored vanity, all clearly provided by the school, were the only pieces of furniture in the tiny room. The top bunk was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows of clashing patterns and colors. The bottom bunk had a single, stiff-looking pillow and a thin cotton blanket that I didn't need to touch, a note I was horribly itchy. Oh, God. No, I must have grimaced, because Mai quickly smiled at me. I bought way too many pillows and blankets. I always overpack. I went to Italy over break, and Mom got really mad at me because I bought 5 bags, but we were only there for a week, and I can't speak because I just trying to act like a voice actor for this one girl, Mai. She pulled several blankets, pillows from her bunk, and rearranged them neatly on mine. A sudden twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me.
Perfection.
There, that's much better. Oh, that smile, or smirk. That's got the face of, I did something good for this girl. I'm talking about Mai. Thanks, Mai. Oh, I didn't click the right button. I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothes, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, a few photographs of my father, a dilapidated stuffed rabbit, and an old portable radio in a small black box. Alright. Mai opened the curtains and the sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? I slipped an now empty suitcase under the bottom bunk. Yeah. About 2 hours north of here, it's a small town called Amarisu. Yeah, you probably haven't heard of it. I sipped the stuffed rabbit, cringy, on my bed, besides a purple and teal throw pillow. Oh, did you go to a different boarding school, or? No, I went to a public school down the street from my house. Public school? Oh, what was that like? Were the students mean? Did you have a lot of friends? I always went to private schools. My parents work a lot, and my dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck me here for convenience. Oh, hey, what's that? I removed an ornately patterned origami crane from the black box and was setting it on an unclaimed writing desk. Oh, this? My mother made it for me a long time ago. I set it beside a stack of thick textbooks which I assumed were provided for me. Oh, Mai likes it. Wow, it's so pretty. I've never seen paper like that before. Oh yeah, the lights. Let me get them. Oh, we haven't put them on yet. No? But, not gonna question. Mai went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and pulled them out a long tangled string of fairy lights. I thought those would look nice. Here, help me string them up. Sorry, I had the worst laugh ever. She grabbed the container of push pins, then pulled her wooden desk chair out over to one wall. It did the same with my own. Together we pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room. How's the train ride over? Did you meet anyone? No, not really. I was in a compartment with some guy, and... Some guy, huh? Was he cute? Of course she's gonna ask that. Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name. Mai seemed disappointed for a moment. Or really, really. Then perked back up. You'll have to point him out to me if you see him again. Okay. Once we finished throwing in the lights, Mai climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly. Someone's excited that we did something. Okay, now it's time for lunch. This food here is pretty good. And there's ramen placed down the street from campus that's like out of this world. And the school only lets us leave campus on weekends. And Mai walked to the window. We could go today because it's Sunday and it's pretty nice out. But I guess you might want to go to the caf since you just got here. Wait, caf? You seriously just said caf? Calling a cafeteria caf. We could... She was suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic laughter. Oh my gosh! Maybe Santos totally just tripped outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Was that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well, anyways, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. She led me out of the room before I even had a chance to respond. The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. I stepped into the line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her. Alright. Okay, hello. Hi Mai, how was your break? It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle. That's a good trip to Italy and Spain? Your dad falling off a ski jet and breaking his ankle? Okay, whatever suits your ideas. Okay. It's better now, though. Well, at least you followed it up. Okay. Oh, well, that's nice. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. Oh, that was a girl. Oh, sorry. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me in a practical minute-by-minute account about her fleeting romance last summer with the boy she met on the beach, didn't go further than a few salty kisses. Minute-by-minute account. Never heard that kind of phrasing. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked up my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. So does Mai is a comforting girl, enthusiastic, and someone I really like this Mai character. I really do. The more she talked, the more I began to know small details about her. Oh, we're studying her. Oh. She had a high songbird voice.
What?
She was dynamic, her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke. She laughed often. She imitated people in widely unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. She just got angry for no reason. But most notably, she talked. A lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying, as it filled the silence, and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account at the time, she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing. A flash of familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over. Hey, that's him! Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper, just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom. The boy from the train, that's him.
What?
Jared. Yeah, with the weird green jacket and swoopy hair. He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, you. I already forgot his voice, so bear in mind, alright? I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me. Okay. Hana, I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well. I found my roommate and she's been helping me out. I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck, in fact. Yeah, she looks like she just found a ghost in her room and just doesn't know how to react. In fact, looking around, everyone was. People stopped eating and turned and stared at Jared and me. My shoulders bunched around my neck. I've done that plenty of times. I've seen it. Yes. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. Third year, right? Okay, there we go. I nodded.
All right.
So when my friends are in that year, of course they can't compare to me. But I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. He flashed a dazzling smile and winked. Oh, we got the wink. Oh, the wink, the sign of love. The wink and the dazzling smile. This guy's got it all. It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. And we got a compliment. Oh, God. Our heart right now is feeling everything. I'll see you around. I watched a torrent of thoughts raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh like that. I have a better laugh. That's Jared. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me.
He's so cute.
He's the most beautiful guy in school.
Oh, Jared.
I can't believe he just looked at me. I looked at her cheeks were glowing in indecent pink. Yeah, she looks like she's gonna have a heart attack, by the way, so... Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear the blue blazers as part of the uniform? No, they're allowed to. You know Jared? Oh, you're back. Oh, you suddenly got interested in the conversation, huh? A girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. Yes, thank you. Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. Looking around, Maya and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in. He seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt. I guess so. I'm not really. No, we are not lying. We're telling the truth. No. Oh, now you're mad at me, huh? Well, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh. She looked me up, down, sniffed, and turned away. Yeah, get out of here. No. Yeah. Maya leaned towards me. Are you upset too? Why are you upset at me? Oh, don't mind Mimi. She was just trying to get in with you. Okay, you're fine then. Get in with me? Why? Well, you asked me about those guys and their jackets, right? Those are their Normal Boots Club's jackets. Their what? What's Normal Boots Club? Oh, the sparkling picture of all of them together. Oh, we're falling in love with every single guy in this universe. It's a club we have at school. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. They get together and play video games. Or something. Let me check around. We have... let me see if I can recognize... never mind. That one right there is John. Also known as JonTron. His bird's name is... Jack? Jock. I'm gonna go Jock. I've heard of JonTron. I have heard of JonTron. John is also the president of drama club here at school. Next to him is PBG. He and John founded the Normal Boots Club together. PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team. I love soccer. I used to play soccer all the time. I'll give you that, PBG. Then there's Gerard. People call him the completionist because he's obsessed with completing things. I'm not gonna question that. He has the biggest itty bitty kitty collection I've ever seen. Next to him is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's a model. Pro Jared, I've heard of him too. Then there's Satchbag, but everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Those guys over there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue with the question mark. They don't get their own introductions. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. And that guy on the end there is Shane. He knows more about video games than anyone, ever. So, how does someone, join a Normal Boots Club? You don't just choose the boots, Hana. The boots choose you. Alrighty. Not gonna question that. What does that even mean? I don't know either. Alright, I don't know. You have to be presented with the boots to be in the club, and they're like super selective. That's not a good phrase, to be honest. That is a terrible phrase. What are the boots? The club has this boot statue, and it's like one of their patches, but it's gold plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it. Yeah. Ritual? I hear they fill a room with candles and wear those totally creepy robes during initiation. This year, two girls said she saw it once, and they were all like chanting around the boots, and it sounded like they were talking backwards. Don't believe everything you see, okay? Or don't believe... Yeah, but I don't believe her. And even if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult, because they're all totally hot. That's all you care about, huh, Mai? Do they have a lot of friends? Of course. Yeah, tons of friends. I'd say they're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in the school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in school, too. Or boy, for that matter. Yeah, you can't leave that out, of course. Of course. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? Oh, wait, wrong person. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed a plastic tray across the table to her. Yeah, go ahead and eat my cake. I'm not in the mood for it. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mai talk about Jared, though, through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. Back in the dorm, I sorted through the piles of textbooks the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts of music to static. Mai fervently scribbled in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with strikingly poor posture. Hey, Mai. I'm gonna say Mai, not May. I like Mai better. If you can't deal with it, I like Mai, alright? She didn't bother to look up. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She shuffled through the papers on her desk before producing a thick textbook. A demure man in a powdered wig frowned at me from the cover. Yeah, this one. I sighed. I don't have that one. The school must have missed it. I have a feeling May might have stole it. Or Mai. Man, say May. Dang it. Mai shrugged and set the textbook back in the pile. They have a bunch at the library. You can just check one out. Where's the library? Mai riffled through her notebook and wrote something down. She tore the page out and handed me a crudely drawn map. That's not good. Okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit. Hey, no, I'm gonna stop here. I feel like this is a good start, even though I had to cut a lot of stuff out. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this. I did, and bye.